Look, you have to be absolutely blind not to understand that Federal Reserve is engineering an economic collapse so just a few people can get insanely rich. They do it periodically. 2008 was the last time. 2001 was another instance. 87. Gosh, all the dates. We've mentioned all of them over the course of the last 500 videos this year. But still, if you're an average trader, if you're not into the markets as deep as we are here at 30 Market Moves, you may get confused about what the market is doing on a day-to-day basis. That's why you don't make a ton of money. You should just be focusing on one simple thing. I'm going to bring up a few things to your attention in this audio recording, in this podcast. But guys, things don't change. You study history. History repeats itself. If you understand exactly the sequence of events, you stand a chance to profit from this Federal Reserve engineered collapse that is about to take place. Now, this is not something that anybody's going to talk about in the news. As a matter of fact, for an average person, they want you to think that this is another beginning of another fucking bull market. They want you to be focused on what? On the next green candle. They want you to be doing what? Buying Bitcoin at 65,000. Okay, because why? Because it's about to go to 100,000. They want you to be doing what? They want you to, run up your fucking credit cards and put your last dime on the down payment on the house that's fucking going to be worth half 12 months from now. Okay? So if you keep paying attention to all the bullshit that they're feeding you in the news, there is no absolute zero probability that you will be one of the few people that will make an insane amount of money over the course of the next 12 to 24 months. The truth is, if you don't react to the message I'm giving you in this audio message, guys, some wild shit is about to happen. I've been trying to prepare you in the last 500 videos and audio messages for this. But the reality is, most of you, as an average person, as an average trader that, is just there for the market. When the market opens, you're just happy to make a couple of $1,000s a day. And if you do that, hey, great. There's going to be another day for you to make money. This totally fucked up mentality is the reason why most of the traders never make it big. So I'm going to talk about the truth and nothing but the truth. I'm going to talk about a few things that you could prevent yourself from doing in order for you to do exceptionally well. And it doesn't matter where you start. I don't care where your account is at right now. You can be at 100K, you could be at 10K, you could be at 1,000. It don't fucking matter. What matters is you're facing 1,000x opportunity over a sequence of trades. I'm not talking make 1,000x in one trade. I'm talking about, make a 20x trade. On your second trade, you stand a chance to make a 10x. On your third trade, you could be doing 15x. You combine all that, you're already over $1 million. And that's if you just start with like 3 to 5K. So the number one thing you should be focusing on is cutting out all the fucking noise. Okay? You should just stop listening to what anybody is talking about out there. You should just focus on the motherfucking charts. The charts are pointing to a colossal crash. Number two, the historic analog is pointing to a colossal crash. 1973, 1974. What's happening today that everyone's talking about? Like, it's not that it hasn't fucking happened before. Study the fucking history. 1973, 1974. Biggest Middle East crisis, full-blown war going on. Well, and guess when that was happening? In fucking October. Guess when the crisis began? Last October. We've been looking at this crisis. All these hostages out there. All these killings of innocent people. This shit's been going on for a year. Do you think United States can't prevent this? Fuck yeah. But nobody wants to fucking stop it. Nobody wants to prevent it because I'm telling you, This is engineered for certain people to get fucking rich on selling weapons. Certain people, all them goddamn dirty politicians, they make money off of this shit. And I'm telling you, this is not a fair fucking world. So if you listen to this carefully, you stand a chance, okay? You don't have to be a dirty politician. You can be a decent human being, okay? You can be a good father. You can be a great grandfather, okay? You could be a good husband, okay? You could be an honest person. And now you have a chance, if you understand what I'm about to show you, if you understand what I'm about to tell you, you have a chance to get square with all them dirty motherfucking politicians, to get square with all them dirty fucking son of a bitches that sell weapons all over the world. You stand a chance to make some fucking money, because I'm telling you exactly the opposite of what every fucking Wall Street analyst is telling you right now. And if you use this information properly, if you don't just focus on the next green fucking candle, if you actually understand what is happening now, the kind of market conditions that you're facing right now, you will be fucking rich beyond anything that you have ever fucking imagined in your life. And majority of that could be taking place over the course of next 60 days. I didn't say 6 years. I didn't say 600 days. I said next 60 fucking days. And the reason I'm 100% confident that you could do it is because most of the traders think, well, I'll show up and I'll make a few thousand a day and I'm just happy with that. Like I said, this is bullshit mentality. Get the fuck out of here if you're here to make a couple of $1,000s a day. That's bullshit. You should go do fucking something else. That's not what the financial markets, for you to get filthy fucking rich. Financial markets are here for you, okay, to do something that you're not able to do in your current line of work. And I don't give a fuck if you're running multi-million-dollar businesses. I don't care what you do. You can be an attorney, a fucking rocket scientist, whatever. I'm telling you that next 60 days can set you absolutely 100% free, okay? You could leave your wildest fucking dreams after this 60 days is over, okay? But in order to accomplish that, you really have to get the fuck out of your comfort zone. Well, Leo, I'm not comfortable holding the trade overnight. Fuck you. Get motherfucking uncomfortable. I want you to get as fucking uncomfortable as motherfucking possible. That's how you finally achieve what you have not been able to achieve in trading before. There's no merit in being fucking comfortable. Okay, you don't make big money by being comfortable. Okay, you don't do shit in life by being comfortable. Okay, nothing great happens in life by being comfortable. Anybody can be equally good at being comfortable. And for everyone, everyone's got a little different comfort zone. But I'm telling you, you need to get the fuck out of your comfort zone now. Fucking yesterday. Like yesterday, I have traders send me messages. Leo, I know you're bearish, but it looks like things are going higher again. Says a guy who doesn't buy what? Says a motherfucking guy who doesn't buy puts yesterday. When I'm like, y'all motherfuckers, this shit is about to hit hard. Okay, you'd better buy some motherfucking puts now, like in a way you have never done it in your motherfucking life before. But Leo, it looks like it's a green candle. It looks like we're going higher. Says a guy who will never fucking make it big in trading. Because anybody could see like, oh, Leo, it looks like this right now. Does this fucking matter how it looks like now? That's not what gets you paid. Anybody can look at something that's moving now, a stock, a commodity, an index, and say, well, it looks like this is what it's doing now. Fucking, it takes zero brains to look at something and say, well, it looks like this is what's happening. Like, that's not the shit that gets anybody paid as a trader. The shit that gets you paid as a trader is like, okay, I understand this is how it looks now, but I'm telling you, this is how it's going to look 24 hours from now. This is how it's going to look 30 days from now. This is how it's going to look 60 fucking days from now. And if you're able to see that and get that shit right, okay, that's when you make it big as a trader. It's not being able to figure out, well, is the market going to be green or red today? Well, it looks like the market is green today, or it looks like the market is red today. Okay, that's not what gets you paid as a trader. Okay, there's going to be days, like the only day you could possibly make gazillions of dollars is like, 1987 crash. And even with that, you would have to put on your positions ahead of the biggest one-day drop in the history of the financial markets. But it didn't start on that fucking day. It started the prior week. The market's been dropping for 3-4 days in a row before it climaxed in the biggest one-day collapse in history, which was known as the Black fucking Monday. But there was predecessing days and context prior to that very day. So those people who were buying the dip 3 days ahead of the 1987 crash, well, that was their last day of ever trading the markets. But, it's the same situation now. It's another bull market. They're cutting interest rates. The China stimulus, y'all, inflation is dropping. Like, if you're listening to that kind of shit, I mean, you gotta go to a fucking doctor, get your brains fucking checked. Your car insurance is higher. Your house note is higher. Everything that you spend money on every day, everything is fucking higher. But yet, they publish a inflation report that says inflation is lower. How the fuck is that? Like, if you can do simple math in your mind, you should understand that they're absolutely feeding you a ton of fucking lies. And the majority of the people, unfortunately, they don't have, they're so busy with their lives. They're so busy with their daily activities. They don't have the time to take a step back and understand, hold on, this fucking country is feeding me a shitload of lies. And that applies to the majority of the country. Now, thank God there's a few countries that actually don't do that. But majority of the fucking world, we're talking about the motherfucking West. If you're in Europe, you're fucked. If you're in the United States, you're fucked. I mean, it's simple. This shit is just a big fucking ton of bullshit lies that everybody that is trying to control you, they want you to believe. And it's just like all this goddamn fucking media, they're feeding you lies. Inflation is dropping. How the fuck is that? Like, how do you fucking determine that? Did you take out the natural gas out of the fucking equation again? Like, guys, it is absolutely fucking absurd that anyone that is actually involved in trading would believe any of the fucking reports that have been coming out over the course of last 2-3 years, because they're all fake. They're all bullshit. Okay? There's not a little bit of truth in those reports. And the fact that Federal Reserve can look you straight in the eye. When Powell is delivering his speech, he's looking at you and he's like, man, we got this shit under control. We're on track. We got inflation under control. Man, this is just, it's total shit. It's total crap. And I'm sorry, the people that believe in that, man, they're going to get fucked so bad over the course of the last 12 months, man. Like, it's unbelievable. It is unbelievable that somebody could actually believe in these fucking lies. That things are so bad when China goes and says, hey, we'll do absolutely everything fucking humanly possible, okay, to advance our economy. Which means the economy got to such a bad state that they're like, fuck it, we'll do anything. Like, you want us to print some fucking money? We'll print it. You want us to print more? We'll print it. And if that's not enough, we'll fucking print some motherfucking more. Okay? Finally, Chinese stocks are moving. Okay? But guess what? Guess what is not fucking moving? Oil. Okay? Oil is not fucking moving. You take the two components, the Chinese stimulus And the war that is now officially a full-blown war in the Middle East, you take two of these factors. Oil should be at $120 fucking dollars. Oil is barely above 70 today. Can you do the simple fucking math? 2 plus 2. Okay? We're not getting a 4 here. You get the best of the best drivers for the oil price to go higher. The biggest stimulus ever announced in the history of fucking China. China is the #1 oil consumer in the world. Okay, that by itself should have fucking sent oil from 65 to 80. From 67 to 80. That Chinese stimulus, printing money, fiscal policy, man, before you know, this could be like a zero tax haven, okay? Basically, they promised anything. They said, man, we'll do whatever it fucking takes. That by itself should have sent oil to the fucking moon. And 4 days later, you got a full-blown war a year after the conflict started, or I should say restarted. And oil barely can shoot up to a major resistance of like 71, and it can't even break above that. Guys, this is a major bearish divergence for the market. Okay? If oil cannot move on two biggest catalysts that oil should be moving on to the stratosphere, okay, that tells you the underlying market conditions are so damn weak. I'm talking about world economies are so fucking weak that before you know, oil is going to be trading in the 20s. I dare you will play this message in the next 8 to 12 months. Oil is going to be at $20 fucking dollars. It's going to be at $20 because the underlying economic conditions worldwide are total shit. Total shit. They are exactly the opposite of what you are hearing in the news. Like, let me give you an example. What do you hear in the news? Oh my God, this 0.5 point interest rate cut, it is so good for the, well, it's clear, it's good for the housing stocks, it's good for the, what else could it be good for? Well, it's good for the automakers, right? Because lower interest rates get people lower car payments, because lower interest rates get more people to be able to afford housing that they weren't able to afford last month, right? Fucking wrong. Guess what happens to all the home builders over the course of the last week since the interest rate cuts were introduced? They all hit a high before the interest rate cut announcement, and since then they do nothing but fucking drop every fucking day. Go look at the charts. Go look at the charts. So how can this be? What you're hearing in the news is total fucking lie. They're feeding you fucking lies. That's why you should get your own brain checked. And you should look at the charts instead of the lies they're feeding you in the news. The charts are telling you this is a fucking top for the housing stocks. Like you got stocks like Lennar, KBH, that recently all set all-time highs and they're collapsing. They're dropping. On the best report from Lennar Homes, supposedly, when I say best report, every report is measured based off what? Well, the expectations that Wall Street bullshit analysts have in relation to the actual report. So when you look at that, it looks good. But in reality, does it look good? The whole world economy is about to fucking collapse. Lennar is still trading around $180. Guess what, guys? It's going to $8 fucking dollars. Rewind this message. 12 months from now, Lennar, ticker LEN, is going to be trading at $8 fucking dollars. Yeah, that's a 96.5% drop. And you think I'm crazy, but no, I'm not fucking crazy. I've seen that shit happen before, and it is very real. I've called many stocks that have dropped from 200 to fucking nothing, to like $5, $10. I've called many other stocks that dropped from 100 to $5, $10, guys, and this is going to be no exception. A lot of these housing stocks, they just set the top, I mean, all-time top, the top of all motherfucking tops. So, in the last couple of days, Chrysler comes out with a warning. Stellantis, right? They're like, damn, that shit, the future looks pretty fucked up, they say. And so all automakers finally begin to drop. But until then, they're like, well, I mean, everything looks great. They're cutting interest rates, right? Well, the car payments are going to be lower, right? But who gives a shit? If people are losing jobs right and left every fucking day. Okay, like, does it really fucking make a difference if your interest on your auto loan is like 5% or fucking is it 6 or 7? Does it really make a fucking difference? If you don't have a job, you're not going to be able to pay for your fucking car payment anyway. Which is, by the way, the fact that you even have to go get a fucking car payment, I mean, how good is that shit? Well, that can't be good. I mean, you can't even fucking buy a car? How good can that be? But unfortunately, okay, that concerns over 200 million of people in America. The greatest fucking economy in the world, right? Fuck that fairy tale bullshit. If you can't even afford to pay cash for a fucking car, like, how great of a country is it if everyone's got to go get a motherfucking loan for a car? Like, can you do the 2 + 2? Like, and it's not like that, like, around the rest of the world. The rest of the world, like, man, if I can't fucking pay, 40, 50K for a fucking car, I just don't fucking buy it. I go buy what I fucking can buy. If I can buy a $10,000 car, I'll buy a $10,000 car. $20,000, I'll go fucking buy that, But in the United States, it's just like, man, I can buy a $10,000 car, but fuck it, I'll go buy my $50,000 ride, man. Put some fucking rims on this shit, man. What kind of fucked up shit is that, man? Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. So, like, that's the kind of people are brainwashed to the point where they're so busy with bullshit, okay, like getting a fucking car they can't even fucking afford. I mean, they should be focusing on how to short the motherfucking market and being able to pay cash for all the shit that they're trying to go get loans for right now. Like, there's no reason, if you study the 13 market moves formula, if you take the charge course, if you trade with a fucking coach, and you do exactly what your coach tells you to do, there should be no motherfucking reason you shouldn't be able to go buy a house that's now probably worth, let's say, $3 million. 12 months from now, shit's going to be worth $1 million. Okay? So save your fucking money. Don't buy the shit now. Wait 12 fucking months. Short the fuck out of the market. You're going to be able to buy a $3 million house for $1 million. 12, maybe by the time the repossessions, I mean, they're going to come up with a goddamn stimulus. They're going to give people extension to make payment on the house. So, I mean, that's the way it happened in 2008, 2007, 2008 transition. So, okay, maybe not in 12 months, but let's give it another few months, right? The repossession, procedure could take a little bit longer, right? So maybe 15 months, you're going to be buying it directly from the bank for at 40%, a 60% discount of 40% of what the shit is actually worth now. So, I mean, yeah, that's how you make the big money. Like being a motherfucking Warren Buffett, okay? He cashed out of a lot of shit. Why? Because he knows shit is about to collapse the fuck out, okay? And that's when you want to be the guy with the fucking cash. That's when you step in and you're like, man, I'm motherfucking Warren B, okay? I got the fucking money. Now I'm going to go buy this shit that was just worth $3 million not so long ago. I'm going to go scoop it up for $1 million. Now you're getting a deal. Now, 0.5% of an interest rate cut for some broke dick motherfucker that's trying to finance a house. Like, you don't want to be that guy. Like, imagine how bad it is that the whole fucking America, the greatest motherfucking country in the world, has brainwashed you that it is a good idea to go get a fucking mortgage. Like, if you talk to people that came to America fucking 200 years ago, 100 years ago, was that their fucking dream? Oh, please, let me finance my house for 30 fucking years. Oh, no, I can't afford the note on 30 years. Can you stretch it out to 40 fucking years? What are you, out of your motherfucking mind? That was not the dream that people had when they came to America. I'm like, man, let me come over here, make a shitload of money, pay cash for this, fucking clear this shit. People didn't borrow money the way they're doing it now. And like, this is the greatest fucking economy in the world. People are maxed the fuck out. I mean, we're talking about credit card debt, student, they forget that student loan forgiveness. Like, people can't even make, fuck, man, don't even get me started in that bullshit. But look, the point is this. Economic conditions are total shit. They're lying to you about inflation. They're lying to you about unemployment. Okay, this 0.5 point interest rate cut ain't gonna make no fucking difference, because if the person don't have a job, now they're not buying a house, they're not buying a car, they ain't buying shit. Okay, because they're already behind on some payments. Okay, delinquencies on the credit cards are gonna go through the roof. So, like, if you don't want to short the house building stocks because you're like, but Leo, they're building houses. Yeah, you must have not been fucking around in 2007, 2008 when the same stocks went down 90+%. I'm telling you, housing stocks are going to collapse the fuck out. Okay, automotive companies are going to collapse the fuck out. Okay, and Tesla is not going to be an exception. Okay, you're going to have the biggest colossal drops to all the automotive lenders, all the mortgage companies. They're going to be filing for a motherfucking bankruptcy. And if you don't have the fucking brains to short them now, fuck it. I can't help you. Okay? That's on you. I just gave you the information. I mean, you may need to know the specifics, which strike to get, which companies are going to drop more. I mean, Carvana back is 175. Nobody wanted to touch it at 40. I was telling people to buy Carvana when it was dropping like crazy, and people were like, man, you crazy, blah, blah, blah. Well, now it's like fucking, the stock is recently almost hitting 200. Now, I wouldn't touch it with a stick. This could be one of the greatest fucking shorts in the automotive industry, because they got the biggest overhead expenses you can possibly think of. But guess what? Oh, it's an AI story. Man, there's going to be so many AI companies that Wall Street labeled as AI. They're going to be trading at 70% less from where they're trading right now over the course of the next 12 months. But a lot of it is going to come in the next 60 days. Next 60 days, certain stocks are going to drop by as much as 70, 80%. The market could drop by as much as 25, 50%. Okay? So you could be sitting there listening to the news, listening to the lies, or you could be taking action now. Like the people that, some of my guys that were new yesterday, they shorted the market, and they jumped out right before the market dropped later in the day, and then the market bounced, and, I told them to hold the short positions until today, but guess what? They fucking sold them anyway. Because they were like, well, but it's a green candle. But it doesn't fucking matter. You're supposed to focus on the bigger move. This is a historic moment, okay? The reason people never make big money as individual traders, they jump out of the trades too motherfucking early. They don't have the balls to hold them, okay? And I can tell you, even the strongest guys, like I have guys that will sign up and like, Leo, I got the fucking balls of an elephant. I will hold the fucking trade. I'll be like, hey, dude, where's your oil position? Leo, I'm like, man, I fucking sold it. Like, really? You sold oil at 70 right before it drops to fucking 65? Man, that was last week. I mean, I can tell you story after fucking story after fucking story like that, where people think they're strong, they got what it takes, they come in, and they realize they don't fucking have it. They don't fucking have it. So that's why, 99% of traders, they're going to keep losing money, because you're going to keep jumping into the fucking trade, jumping out. Jump in, jump out. Oh my God, it looks like. Who gives a fuck what it looks like? Get your own fucking brain. You are supposed to figure out not what it looks like now. Anybody can fucking see that. How's it going to look like 24 hours from now? 36 hours from now? 48 hours, 72, 96 hours from now. That's what gets you paid. Understanding how it looks like now don't make you a dime. You don't make money by looking at what it looks like now. Man, if that's your fucking strategy, no wonder you ain't making any fucking money as a trader. So I can go over the 1973, 1974 analog. I could be going a lot through it, okay? Pointing out the similarities. I mean, the war is clear. Like the fact that in 73, 74, gold begins to take off and it never really stops. From, 72, 73, 74, gold's got the biggest fucking bullish run ever in the history of gold. Notice it doesn't happen in 1971 when gold gets taken off the gold standard. The dollar gets taken off the gold standard. For a while, gold doesn't do a whole lot. But fucking 73, 74, okay, when you have all these political tensions, when you have this stagnation, stagflation. Stagflation is a bitch. It's a very rare economic event, and this is what we got now, stagflation, okay? If you take out all the lies, inflation is not going lower, it's going higher. Natural gas prices just fucking doubled in the last 2 weeks. Oh, why is that important? Your electric bill? Oh, wait till you get your fucking electric bill next month. And I'm like, holy shit, why is this my electric bill 4 times more than last month? What, because fucking natural gas prices just doubled in the last 2 weeks. So, like, okay, some people maybe went and refinanced their house and they got a slightly lower rate. But now, the money they just saved on the mortgage payment, well, man, honey, look at this fucking gas bill. Holy shit. What did you do? What did you do in that microwave oven? Holy shit. I mean, the money they just saved on the interest rate cut, they just got that shit escalated on their energy bill. And we're not even at winter time. So when inflation was going to the moon, it is when natural gas prices were hitting like $6-7. I mean, we're still under $3, but we could be at 6-7 in no time. Like I'm talking about like 3-4 months. Natural gas prices could be like at 6-7. And what do you think inflation is going to be at then? Then all over fucking Great Britain, England, in London, people are going to be freezing to fucking death. Okay, but like, man, I can't afford to turn on my heater, okay? Which is what was going on just a couple of years ago. But that shit is about to revisit. I mean, the memory of financial markets is just too damn short. But, I mean, we're talking about $6-7 for natural gas. But imagine natural gas actually goes to fucking 13, 14. And some people are like, well, how can it go? It was just like $1 something. You think it's... natural gas could go to 13, 14. Fuck, it happened before. Why couldn't it happen again? So, like, people that think inflation is not going to rocket to the fucking moon, they're so wrong. And the main foundation for the inflation is this deglobalization that's now taking, full-blown speed on deglobalization. We never had this sort of situation ever in the history. To think that all this political bullshit that's happening is not the reason for why inflation is going to the fucking moon is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the Fed can tell you, oh, we're lowering or cutting rates because we're watching inflation. Fuck that. That's total lie. That's a motherfucking lie. Because inflation exists in the world, okay, not currently. In the current market conditions, inflation exists not because of supply and demand. It's because of the goddamn political bullshit. It is a politically driven inflation. And as I have pointed out in many messages prior, you cannot cure politically driven inflation with monetary policy. End of story. So inflation is going to keep going to the fucking moon. That's a fact. While millions of people around the world are going to lose their fucking jobs. What do you call that? Stagflation. Stagflation. Write it down, put it in your fucking fridge. It's stagflation. How do you trade stagflation? You short the fucking market, you buy gold, and, okay, you buy calls on the motherfucking VIX. You don't buy calls on anything else. You buy fucking puts. And the whole world, like the greatest trade in the world, guys, is the whole Wall Street is so goddamn bullish on small caps, which, you know, the greatest way to trade that is /RTY, which is the futures index for small caps for the Russell 2000, and you would want to buy put options on that. You'd want to buy put options on RTY because small companies will get destroyed much faster than big companies. Now, big companies are going to be laying off a shitload of people to do cost cutting, to do this, to do that. I mean, big companies are going to suffer some of the biggest declines in their revenue, in their profits. But it's the small companies that are going to take the biggest hit. Those are the companies that are going to be filing for bankruptcies. And it's the Russell 2000 that is contrary to the bullshit Wall Street belief. The whole fucking Wall Street thinks Russell 2000 is going to the fucking moon. Fucking the whole Wall Street believed the fucking market was going to the moon when we were telling you on this channel, go fact check the fucking videos. Okay? We told you before the COVID collapse that the market was about to fucking collapse. We gave you a warning 1 month ahead, 2 months ahead, 2 weeks ahead, 1 week ahead. We didn't know it was COVID that was going to cause the crash, but what did we do? We didn't focus on the fucking news. What did we focus on? We focused on the charts, and that's how we nailed the COVID crash. The videos are there. You can go back to the time frame. You can listen to all the videos. They were there predicting the fucking COVID crash. We didn't call it a COVID crash because, again, we didn't know exactly what was going to cause the crash. But we have pointed out that the market was going to collapse in a meaningful way, and it did. Based off the fucking charts, nothing else. Stop listening to all the bullshit, okay? There's so many lies out there. Focus on the charts. Charts don't lie, okay? They may temporarily, charts don't tell you the day on which the shit will absolutely collapse, right? Charts prepare you for that day. So for that reason, if anybody traded with me yesterday, I told you, hey, buy today expiration and buy tomorrow expiration. Buy this week expiration, buy next week expiration for a fucking reason. Because, okay, maybe the greatest fucking trade in the world, you can miss an unbelievable trade by a few hours, by a few days, by just a week. Okay, you can miss the entire market collapse. So, but if you're trying to grow your account, you got to nail that timing. And that's why as a trader, you come to 30 market moves. Okay, yeah. We're going to miss some killer fucking trades, okay, the day before the big collapse happens. But guess what? All right, if you trade with a coach and you do exactly what your coach fucking tells you, you will nail that big day. You will nail the fucking day that 99.9% of the traders are going to miss. Okay? So, it takes a sequence of trades. The market is super fucking simple right now. Okay? If you missed a couple of trades last week, okay, we weren't very far off. We told you last week, 5,800 is the fucking top for the market. It didn't drop yesterday, but it finally began dropping today. And, guys, I'm not a fucking, fortune reader, but if I was, I tell you that the market's going to collapse for 7 to 10 days straight, which means you're about to see exactly the opposite of what every Wall Street analyst has prepared you to do over the course of, next few days. So if you bought calls, I mean, fuck you. You're fucked. You're done. But if you bought puts and you sold them, well, same message to you. You fucked yourself. So how do you avoid making silly mistakes like that? Is you trade with a 13 market moves coach. And you don't get pissed because, oh, Leo, I put $5,000 in the trade yesterday and it didn't work out. And yeah, I also put $5,000 in the trade that expired today, but I fucking sold the shit yesterday. So, okay, so you would have made, so you put $5,000 in the trade that expired yesterday and $5,000 in the trade that expired today. If you were to actually listen to your coach and stay with both fucking trades, you would have made $200,000. But guess what? You sold both of the motherfucking trades yesterday. Did your coach tell you to do so? No, you fucking did that shit on your own. Why? Oh, Leo, you're right. I was looking and the candle looked green. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Exactly. You don't listen exactly to what your coach tells you to do. And that's why you lose fucking money. So, with that said, for those of you, okay, they're going to get fucking emotional or we're losing a few $1,000s, okay? For those of you that are like, Leo, but it's a green candle. Why am I buying puts? For those of you that don't see the big picture, okay, don't even fucking trade, okay? Fucking unsubscribe. Go subscribe to a fucking channel. They're going to teach you to make $5 a fucking day and be happy with that shit, okay? For those of you that are ready to make fucking millions, go to 13mmtv.com. For those of you that might have made a few $100,000 in the past but didn't hit $1 million yet, fucking get your shit together, okay, and be ready to fucking trade tomorrow. Okay, in the next 60 days, many of you will make millions. Many of you will fucking lose money. Okay, many of you will cry and bitch and be like, oh my God, but I saw the bounce and I got out of the trade. Yeah, right before the market collapsed. And many of you are going to do that. And I just know it. And you're going to call us and you're going to be like, no, guys, please sign me up. I promise this time I will hold my trade. I'm not going to jump out. And guess what? Fucking, you're going to jump out again. Because some of you, you just fucking don't get it. You don't fucking get it. Your coach tells you to do one thing, you do exactly the fucking opposite. Hey, send me a picture of your trade. Oh, Leo, I don't, what trade? Yeah, the one we took yesterday and I told you to fucking hold till Friday. Oh, Leo, but yesterday I sold it. Yeah, fuck you. That's why I'll never trade with you again. Because you can't even follow simple motherfucking instructions. Okay? Don't do that shit. Okay, what I'm saying is, if you want to succeed, you do exactly what your fucking coach tells you to do. Okay? If you can't do that, fucking keep trading on your own. But just as a quick example, I've traded with someone years ago, and within 3 days, they took $5,000 with me to 200, I don't remember, fucking 250, 280,000, something like that, in 3 fucking days. And this person just signed up to trade again, and they jumped out of the fucking trades yesterday before the market drops today. So I'm like, well, that was the fucking pre-context to that is actually they put $5,000 in their account last week to trade with me. I give them a fucking trade. I said, buy LLY puts. Like LLY was like at 9:10 on Thursday. I told them to buy LLY puts, 8.90 strike, Friday expiration. Those options were going for like 70, 80 cents at the time. And so, anyways, next day LLY drops like $38. Those options are now worth $18. But so that was like $5K to $100K. The person never took the fucking trade. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, all you have to do is go back and remember how you made the money last time and do exactly the same fucking thing again. Well, how the person made the money last time is they listen exactly to everything I have told them to do and they have fucking done it. Okay? And see, I have pretty good memory at times. I remember when NVIDIA was trading at 140 and nobody wanted to buy it, I told that person to buy that week 160 NVIDIA calls, and they were going for 10 cents, and I told them to buy 1,000 of NVIDIA calls at the time, which seemed like absolutely fucking ridiculous because the Wall Street was not on board with NVIDIA at that point. I'm talking about like a few years ago, guys, like fucking 4 or 5 years, something like that. Well, NVIDIA that week goes to like 165. So those options are like fucking, they're up from 10 cents to $5. When it hits 163, we sell some for like $3. It's 164. We sell some for $4. It's 165. We sell some for $5. So we scale out of the trade. But the person did exactly what the fuck I told them to do last time. That's how they turned 5K to 250, 280. And this time, they don't fucking listen. They don't do a single fucking thing. They missed the trade on LLY. They jump out of the fucking trades yesterday. And so instead of making like altogether 5K to motherfucking 450, what are they at now? Man, they're trading on their own. Because, guys, I'll give you a benefit of the doubt. You fuck up a trade, you jump out once, I'll give you a benefit of that. You do it twice, you're fucking done. Okay, don't fucking call 13 market moves ever again, because that tells me you're a fucking bitch. You're not gonna you're gonna promise me, Leo, I'm gonna hold on to the trade and you're gonna jump out. Man, I have zero fucking respect for you. Zero. Fucking zero. Okay? So at that point you deserve to go fucking lose money on your own. Because like, why would you even sign up to trade with a coach if you're not gonna fucking listen to anyway, and you're gonna do whatever you think is right in trading? You already know where that shit took you. I don't care how long you've been trading, okay? But if you haven't made at least 2, 3, fucking $5 million trading, man, like, fuck, you're doing something wrong. So this is a wake-up message for somebody out there. I don't know who it is for, but I'm saying if you're gonna sign up, fucking follow your coach. Don't fuck around, okay? Your coach is not going to be 100% right on every single fucking day. But your coach is here to help you land the big fucking move. Not some penny bullshit. So if you lose 2, 3 grand, 5 grand on one day, okay? But you stick with the other trade that could make you fucking 50K, 100K the next day. Hey, you took 2 fucking trades overall. Okay, you're up 90 grand, but guess what? You fucking sold both of the trades yesterday. That's why you're not up fucking 90K today. Because you chickened out. Because you let your emotions fucking beat you down. Because you let people around you tell you, oh my God, well, you lost, man. Why would you hold this other trade? You took one bad trade. Why would you hold the other one? Yeah, why would you hold the winning trade? Tells the guy in your family that fucking never traded a day in his life. You listen to a guy that never made $90,000 in a trade. Okay, he tells you, oh my God, why would you listen to 13 market moves? Oh, guys, it's fucking ridiculous. Okay, you should not listen to anyone around you. You should stick to one fucking trading strategy. You should stop jumping from one trading strategy to another. You should stop jumping out from one trade to another. You should stick to your fucking guns. That's how you beat the fucking market. So, most of you, you're gonna fucking suck no matter how many videos I make. And that's the truth. So, fuck it. I'm only recording this for just a handful of people that are actually destined for greatness, and they're going to go through hardships, they're going to go through challenges, and they're going to evolve victoriously to a motherfucking level that the rest of you will never even believe is possible. So, there you go. If this message was for you, congratulations and be ready to trade early tomorrow. The rest of you, fucking just, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Go take a goddamn charts course. Because if you jumped out of the trade with me yesterday, I'm not fucking trading with you again. But find some fucking balls. Take advantage of this market in the next 60 days. With or without me. I hope you do well. I just know most of you lack the fucking balls to go to millions. And that's how I'm 100% confident that if you trade with a coach and you actually do everything, not on certain motherfucking days, but if you do everything, every motherfucking time, you will fucking succeed as a trader.